The DMMA runs Creative Quarterly Awards, which are linked to the Creative Circle, where the focus is on creativity. The difference with the Bookmarks, different to other awards, is that it's not solely focused on creativity. We believe that creativity and concept are the start of a great campaign, but the most important aspect of any campaign are the results. So once you've come up with that concept, execution plays a role and is part of our criteria, as well as the use of technology and innovation. But the most important, or the biggest proportion of the results of the criteria go towards results. So I think why we did that is for that exact reason. I've seen Lurie's campaigns win silver Lurie's for work that was never developed, for work that is flighted in the Benoni City Times on 12 o'clock at night. And for me, to win for the sake of winning, to showcase creativity in that aspect has no purpose. We're all about results. We're about developing great campaigns that do great work for the client. And why we do that is to grow digital as a whole, so that we can start saying, this is how digital can work for you, to the brands. Absolutely, we move beyond just the digital agency, because, you know, doing production work for television was always done by separate companies to those, the agencies that came up with the concept. In the digital space, the production houses are the digital agencies. The developers and the tech minds live within that space, and I think, you know, our lines have blurred between what is a digital development company and what is a digital agency, and we're starting to see the same types of people build up in those, and it's amazing because I can see that reflected in the entries this year, in that digital has become a starting point finally for campaigns. It's not always the add-on at the end of the story, and I think for me, in terms of what is the feedback to me to make the bookmarks even better in the future, is to start integrating other mediums based on what our criteria are, as opposed to following others, because digital is now becoming an integrated media. Actually, there were mostly brands here and clients here today, so actually lots of marketing teams themselves. The first time we've ever had such a great turnout from the brands themselves, and it's a perfect sign of the times to see that the companies themselves want to learn. It reflects what we did with the bookmarks this year, where we opened it up to brands themselves, because I strongly believe that there's great digital work happening in companies, not just in the agencies, and the bookmarks is around recognizing and rewarding great digital work no matter where it originates. So I think that's really important. And I'm very happy to see the brands coming in and listening to legendary people like Graham Woolsop give their advice on how to get involved in this industry. We have an entry mechanism on which they enter, and the awards are broken down into 4 main clusters. So we have core awards, which will be everything from campaigns to publishing sites to search, social, etc., mobile. Then we have craft awards, which recognize digital craft, so whether that be in usability or technical innovation or editorial. And then we have special awards, special honors awards for best agency, best publishing house, greatest individual contribution to new media. So actually the criteria is broken down quite differently, but essentially they all have the same overriding theme, which is 20% to creativity and concept, 20% to technology and innovation, 20% to execution, and 40% to results. And that's the general split that's used. Where creativity and things like that start to play a lesser role in the likes of search, we have a much higher weighting on results, because obviously that drives results. I think our next steps are to start involving Africa as well as other media, so not only having digital for digital, but digital production that's used across other mediums. So we'll start to recognize those talents. And then in the pipe dream and world domination dream, I'd like to have globally recognized awards based on amazing work done with digital skill. It doesn't necessarily need to be run on digital platforms, and that's the dream.